Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to today's stream. Just one moment. As soon as I stop fiddling with this bottle cap and this penis, we can start here. And Ruina just arrived right on time. Perfect. Welcome, Ruina. We just got started. Alright, let's go ahead. Here, that is... Okay, I was gonna say, like, that was very bright. Okay. I'm just checking the... I also tilted the webcam a little bit. That way we're not dead on my face, and that way we still have the angle. So yeah, we're gonna play the deed at the moment. Let me move the deed over a little bit. It'll just have to be over there. It's just how it runs. Not a thing I do. So, yeah, sorry I'm late, everyone. As mentioned, I did mention it, so I didn't even click new game. I just clicked into the game. Game's way too loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't adjust the volume. Sorry. I did not adjust the volume. It has desktop audio, and the desktop audio was loud because we were playing music. I'm fiddling with a bottle cap. I'm just doing that. Yeah, I was out shopping today, so that's why I was late. Because Saturday's really the best day to go. Today was the day to go because the game store that I go to, my local game store, he had a free comic book day. I picked up a comic book / art book of Remember Me. If you know of that game, it was on 360. It's on Steam as well. Not a very good game. But free. Haven't read it yet, obviously. Just got it today. I also picked up a few more Skylanders, mostly stuff that I'm probably going to sell. I might keep a variant of Fiesta from Superchargers. And I also might keep Snappy, Trigger Snappy, which is the mini version of Trigger Happy. Although I'm not a fan of necessarily Trigger Happy's gameplay, but I don't know. It's not like I hate him. Played through, it was pretty atmospheric but boring. Yeah, it was boring and a stupid plot. It was pretty shit gameplay. But hey, maybe the comic book and it's also a comic book / art book. Like, half of it's a comic book thing, and then half of it's just like concept art from the game and everything. And I was like, whatever, it's free. I'll take it. He sells comics for like $1, whatever. But they were free anyway. Anything else to mention? No. Next week, if anyone is currently here cares about Skylanders, I'm probably gonna post an announcement on this anyway. But next week will be the last stream, presumably. I think I'm not hoping, but I think for Swap Force, and then we're gonna go into Trap Team 2 weeks next Wednesday after this, and then we're gonna start Trap Team. Yeah, I really don't have that many figures for Trap Team. That's when stuff starts getting expensive, so getting them is pretty slow. Especially because I'm waiting for my local game store to keep getting more Skylander trades in, which he does all the time. And I told him to hold any Trap Team stuff. And he sells them for $2 a pop, which that's the cheapest you're going to get anything, regardless of anything. But Skylander stuff, usually with shipping, is always at least $3 to $5. But, you know, Trap Team stuff is when things get expensive. Especially the Trap Master, because you need those. Open the elemental gates. Anyway, we're talking about Skylanders. We should be talking about the deed. Did I skip the intro? See, like, when you click in the window, it presumes that you're clicking an option. Not good. Game options resets the game. Okay. I'm assuming I hit play intro, right? Okay. Let me know if the game is too quiet. Scotland. Son of Malcolm, and rightful heir to the Dunshiel house. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. I intend to put her out of her misery. I mean, out of my misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of the Dunshiel house, which makes the matter more complicated. I've not visited the family home in quite some time. I can't... Oh, by the way, if someone's watching on YouTube, If note to self, to anyone watching this, if in the bottom left it says live stream chat and has the Twitch link in it, that means I can only see the Twitch chat. So posting on YouTube, I can't see it. Sorry, I don't have multiple monitors or anything, so or a smartphone or anything else that would help me see 2 chats at a time and have a game on screen. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night I go, and it is done, the bell invites me. Oh, whoa, whoa, going on a train ride. Whoa, whoa. The bell tolls for thee. I read books too. It's got a better opening than most RPG Maker games. Bloody hell, George, who has been responsible for maintaining the gardens? I can't even see the gardens, it's so freaking dark. Used to be Big Jack Wills, sir, he's dead almost a year. Like, this is too dark. This is too dark here. I do a little here and there, can't do much on account of my bad back, though. Well, why are you working as a gardener with a bad back? My sister hasn't offered to help you, then? Why would a bitch help? Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type. No, she's an indoor slut. It was a joke. Very funny. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshire. The writing's not bad. Homecoming. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into 2 categories: items of evidence and weapons. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences. So I can only pick up 2 items. Period. Okay. After dinner, you have the chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish, then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning is. Okay. I'm assuming there's no time limit. I'm assuming you just pick your items and get to do it. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat? I would rather keep my coat. You never know what it could be used for. Oh. Are you going to sing the whole stream color? Maybe. Maybe. Do you mind? Got my battle cap. No idea where the fuck it went. My battle cap. I don't care. The fiddle around with you the whole stream. Quite sure. You're new, aren't you? Sophia is my name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you have never visited before. If you ever want me to stop singing, let me know. I'm trying not to get too loud. Offended. Just what are you trying to say? I've been busy. I'm gonna get offended. A rich asshole. Whether or not I visit my family is my own business. I would better expect manners. I would expect better manners from servant. I'm not dyslexic. Oh, I am sorry if I offended you, Mr. Aaron. Not my intention, I promise. You are now here, and I'm sure you are queer and eager to fuck the other men. Your father is in the library on your left. Your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right. I would think I remember the house. But okay. Your sister's upstairs in the room, I think. And where can I find you, my pretty no? I know my way around my own damn house. See, alright, A+, developer, A+. I have spent years of my life living in this house, you foolish bitch. I know where the parlor is. Oh, of course, sir. Forgive me, I wasn't thinking. We'll be in the kitchen, preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is. I would hope there's no time limit. Okay. I can look at the clock. You recall this old grandfather clock very well from your childhood. You used to believe that if it ever stopped ticking, time itself might stop moving. Your mother has always kept the house populated with a great many plants. Who the fuck is that with the sword? Portrait of one of your ancestors dates from the 15th century. If you recall your father's lessons correctly. you enjoying the singing or not? The wooden side table is currently empty. I can grab something? One of your mother's prized golden candlesticks sit at the center of the table. It would certainly make for an elegant traditional murder weapon. Leave the candlestick where it is. This old stone fireplace has nothing to interest you. Oh, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can always pop out the chat on Twitch, and you watching on YouTube still chat with me if that concern. Weird how they did the transition for that, but okay. It could have been the way they mapped this out. Because this might be a trick, quote unquote. It might not be an actual graphic. There's nothing especially notable about this fireplace. The most beloved of all your mother's possessions. A rusty old gramophone to play all her favorite records. Especially Clairol's new hit album. Sing with me and you'll see that you glance over your shoulder to make sure your mother isn't looking. The red book on her desk says diary. Take your mother's diary or leave the diary where it is. I'm gonna leave it. Don't wanna touch her diary. It's got vagina juice on it. I see you made it, Aaron. Forgive me. For a lady with freaking gray hair, she's got such a young, supple face. Forgive me if I don't stand. Your mere presence has given me a heart attack. Hello, mother. Please sit down if you want to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to crane my neck looking up at you, cause I'm a fucking bitch. Are you Samus's husband, baby? Can I be? So, Aaron, finally managed to make it up here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. Trouble is all that you deserve, but I don't want to say stupid things, cause I'm gonna commit murder. Whatever do you mean? I'm gonna be coy about it. This family has been through enough. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She has been going through an unusually difficult time recently. Christ, what's wrong with her this time? And what disease has she invented for herself now? Was it for attention, you know? Shouldn't let her deceive you. You'll excuse me if I choose to trust the doctors over your expert opinion, Aaron. You could at least pretend as though you care about her. Anyway, you should go and talk to your father. You haven't already. Wish him a happy birthday. And at least try to sound like you mean it. Motherfucking bastard son. I don't need to make any phone calls right now. If the singing ever gets annoying, let me know. But I'm totally fine with this. The Deed, the musical. Presented by Clairol. Can I sit in that chair? You decide that now is not the time for lounging around. There is work to be done. Assortment, family records, heirlooms, ain't within this ornate glass cabinet. Anything else in here? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know. Of course you do use that head for once, boy. Great Uncle Thomas. Oh. What initials do you see on the silverware? CB. And what kind of half-wit spells Thomas with a C? You dumb bitch. I don't know. Well, I do. It's time. It's the kind of half-wit that's standing next to me. Hold on. That's just a little swollen. Now, which of your ancestors owned that silver chat? You get this one wrong here, there will be severe and or serious consequences, boy. Is not an answer. I'll say one thing about my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. I whipped his ass. He turned gay. Your parents' room has not changed in years. It remains a frozen time capsule of a childhood you would sooner forget. You go through the wardrobe, but you find nothing apart from clothes and your mother's excessive collection of jewelry. It is only once you slide the top drawer open that you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. Tiny barrel seems to call out to you. Guns are certainly noisy, but efficient weapons. I'm not retarded. Why would I fucking use a shotgun in a house? Be very fucking loud. How would I have time to get away? That would just wouldn't make no fucking sense. Oh no! Flashback. George said you wanted to see me, mother. Yes. Your sister will not be returning to St. Mary. Dear Aaron, your condition has become too serious. I see. Would the short term for jewelry be she's collecting the Jews? No. No, that would be only if it was a gas chamber. Have you nothing to say besides that, Aaron? No, nothing. That's precisely what I wanted to talk to you about. This silly feud with your sister must stop. Why do you think her condition keeps getting worse? Perhaps it's because you refuse to even acknowledge her. She killed Henry. For heaven's sake, Aaron, it was only a rat. He was my friend. Should never have allowed you to keep it in your pants. If you must blame someone, blame me. Will you forgive your sister? Never. Very well, Aaron, you leave me no choice. I will have to speak to your father about this. Will this evolve into a Pornhub stepsister thing? It depends on how many story revisions I make while I sing. It entirely depends on that. I'm glad you're enjoying the singing, though. This house always brings back memories. Too many memories. Look at that. This ornate lamp is of no use to you. Cannot kill people with an ornate lamp. No, my bottle cap. I'm still fiddling around with it. Another of your mother's blasted plans. Can't kill anyone with that shit. Familiar portrait of your great uncle Thomas Bruce, who was a highly respected author. Fiddle cap drops to. Gonna count how many bottle caps I drop. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. There, mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating the eerie illusion of a crowded space. Ornate clocks are your sister's third love, right behind mirrors and cruelty. There is nothing of interest around your sister's bed. Aha, I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat? Takes a rat to smell a rat, you motherfucking cunt. My, you do have a keen sense of smell if you noticed my scent. Perhaps you are the rat here. I am nothing like a rat, filthy, filthy creatures. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him? Oh, how he squeaked. Such great pain, such a little creature. What did you want to talk about with me, little rat? Mother says your condition has been getting worse. My condition? What condition? I don't have a condition, but I have conditioner to get that fucking wild air. They fuck too much. You wanna have me sent away, don't you? Well, it won't work. It won't work, I tell you. Go away. I don't wanna speak to you anymore. That's fine, bitch. I'ma kill you. On 8 o'clock, so your sister's third love. I already walked at that. I don't need this chair. I don't want to sit around in this deranged place. Your sister is too busy staring at herself in the mirror to notice you rifling through her wardrobe. You find a pair of silky undergarments with her initials embroidered on the inside. Planted in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. Ooh. I'm gonna take her underwear. Are you sure you want to take the undergarments? You can only pick up 2 objects, yes I'm sure. If you take the undergarments, close the cupboard. Perhaps a plan is already beginning to form in your mind. I ran out of air. So many mirrors. Don't want to do the mirrors. I want to leave. It's not how I leave. I have to hit enter with the door. I can't. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's a mirror. That's not. That looks exactly like a door. Look at your reflection in the mirror. Funny. You don't much look like a murderer. Plot twist. She's also your daughter. No, Rue, not. Not your sexual fantasies. Deviant German, you. Mother says dinner is ready. By the way, that message was typed a long time ago. I just didn't get to it. So if you're wondering about the delay, it's not that the delay is bad. Go away, little rat. Jennifer, what are you doing? Why do you stare at your reflection like that? She looked a lot cuter when she was a kid. Stop making fun of me. I'm not making fun. I really want to know. I just wish that. What, Jennifer? What do you wish? I wish you'd go drown in a lake. Someone get to that phone. Not for me. Mother is waiting for you. Wow, my sister totally deserves to die. My sister's obsession with mirrors goes right back to her childhood. I did understand why. Step inside your former bedroom, now a simple guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown on the bonfire, knowing your father. This is at least one item of yours remaining in your former room, your old fencing sword. At least this is a weapon with which you are very well practiced. I don't want to use something that I own. It would be very silly. An old bed, any memories of long, sleepless nights spent wishing that your entire family would disappear. Your bed inside has been empty of whatever items you had left behind. The clock is ticking. Tick is ticking. This wardrobe is vacant and barren. Don't have time to sit around and dig up old memories. Oh, I wanted to look in the dresser, but I guess I can't look in the... Okay, so I have the panties. or undergarments. There was no weapons in her room. Was there a weapon in here? No, nothing in there. So we have a sword, a shotgun so far. All I can remember. Even now, the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. I technically dropped the bottle cap, but it landed in my lap. I don't know if that counts. You have too many bad memories of this. Shelves are labeled arts and culture. Desk lamp provides a soft glow. When your father wasn't looking, quietly open the top of the drawer of the desk and take a look inside. Seems to be filled with his memorabilia. Out of hand, out of mind. 3. Whatever gets your boat going or not. One of the items sends a shiver through your bones. The cruel leather toss. Your father used to beat you with it when you were a child. When you were a child, he beat your dick. Perhaps if you planted it in the right place, it might raise questions. Leather toss. Are you sure you wanna take the toss? I do. I'm gonna make it look like my father fucked my sister. And he hated it. You grab the toss. Oh wait. You can't grab both. I can only hold 2 items. Shit. I guess I could just punch her to death, right? Again, a bell invites me. This time to dinner, it seems. I assume I could just, like, punch her, right? Like, beat her up? Like, strangle her or something? Sophia, would you come here for a moment? Yes, ma'am. Pour me some more wine. Yes, ma'am. But, madam, what is it, Joe? I must protest. It's always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner. Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? About being overly pedantic. But don't you think you've had enough, Mother? Do you let the staff speak to you like that? Come on, George, let George pour some wine. You just look down your... Let George pour the wine. I like George. George is okay. You stay out of it, boy. Your mother wants the girl to pour the damn wine. Then the girl will pour the damn wine. Of course, sir. My apology. Interfering little rat, isn't he, Daddy? Yes, he is. Why don't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy? Perhaps I did speak out of turn, I apologize. Now, don't lose your temper, Father. Maybe you're the one who needs to shut his mouth. Careful, Father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner. I'll show you a scene, get over here. Malcolm, let's not permit his behavior to ruin dinner. Yes. Pose your right. You can count your lucky stars, boy. Sophia, would you come here, please? Yes, Miss Jennifer. I just wanted to say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, but you are a cunning pixie. You are too kind, miss. Of course, I will have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usual after dinner. Dinner, you are so good to me, sweet thing. So very, very good to me. Wouldn't mind some of your hot cakes. Wouldn't mind some. Would you stop flirting with each other? Sophia isn't interested in your advances. I wouldn't mind some of your hotcakes, hotcakes. And why haven't I been offered of your And why haven't I been offered a serving of your sweet buns, Sophia? Aaron, leave the poor girl alone. Anyway, let's not forget why you're here today. Celebrate your father's birthday, such a very important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it will be one to remember. Doing the deed. Do the do. Now it is the time to quickly plant any key items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the items in your inventory. When you are ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Where's the drawing room? I don't know where the drawing room is. I'm supposed to plant the thing. Where do I plant the thing? Drawing room. Where do I plant the thing? Where do I plant it? My question. I don't have time to search my sister's wardrobe right now. Where do I plant it? Does someone know where I'm supposed to plant this thing? Where am I supposed to plant the panties and shit? And I dropped the bottle cap. Rush B? I don't know what that means. Push 4? What? Okay, well, if you're counting the bottle caps, where do I put this thing? In the parents' room or the maiden's room? Okay. The parents' room or the maiden? That's my parents' room, right? Yeah, okay. I have somewhere to be. I don't know. I don't know where I'm supposed to plant this shit. I mean, I have her underwear and I have my father's things. I don't know where it wants me to plant it. No, I don't want to enter the drawing room. I want to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to put this shit. Okay. Okay, then. I guess I don't know where to plant this thing. Did it not tell me where to plant these things? I don't know. I don't think it told me where I was supposed to plant these things. Been in more or less every room. A blind playthrough? Delicious. Hello, Manny Zero. You missed a lot of the singing. Manny, do you know where the hell I'm supposed to plant shit? Because the game didn't tell me where I was supposed to plant the things I have. So if you know, that would be useful. Because I've been in like every room. And I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know where I'm supposed to plant this stuff. Like, I know the room I'm supposed to go to like, advance the thing, but I don't know where I'm supposed to plant the evidence I have. So if someone knows where to go, really hate to have to look up a walkthrough of where to, like, where do I go to put this shit? Items. Oh, you can plant things in all the rooms by pressing escape and selecting an item. Oh, okay. I got you. I kind of figured that out on my own before your message showed up, Manny, but thank you. Thank you for that. Are you a follower, Manny? I don't remember you. I don't know if you're a follower. If you're not a regular, I may not remember you. I was singing like the whole game. I was singing all the lines, Manny. I don't know if you missed any of that. So this is my father's room. Okay, so put the undergarments here. I didn't grab a murder weapon, so I'll plant the undergarments. I follow this game. Thanks for this. No problem, Manny. I was just randomly. It's been in my library for a while, and it just hasn't been a thing that I played yet. So I wish there was more stuff to sing because I was singing the whole thing up until now, just because I was confused. All right, I'll go back to singing now. I also have his things. Can I grab that still? I can't. You should have done it earlier. You should have done it early. Okay, so I'm gonna put his stuff. Oh, I planted my evidence. Okay, so I guess I'm using that as a weapon then. All right, you can only plant one piece of evidence apparently. Okay. Weird how you can only put one piece of evidence. All right. I guess something needs to be a murder weapon, right? What? I didn't know it or not. I managed to 100% this game. It wasn't easy. How is it not easy? It just seems like you would just do everything. I mean, don't let me rain on your parade. Are you sure you want to enter the drawing room? Once inside, there is no turning back. I am ready. I have nothing else to do. Yes. You see Jennifer staring out of the window ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moods. She hasn't noticed you enter the drawing room. Now is the time. Choose the murder weapon. Bare hands. I will feel every ounce of her supple, psychotic body. I will fester them inside of her pussy. Grab her by the pussy. Who needs weapons anyway? You can best her with your hands alone. You creep up behind her, suddenly lunge forward, putting your gloved hands firmly around her throat. She gasps and struggles, smashing into her the chair and then the desk. Finally, you manage to find a good grip. 1 second. I have jaw problems, so. Okay. And you continue to choke her from behind until finally she goes limp. Your arms and your penis is very hard now. You let her drop to the ground with your penis. That was a noisy struggle. You won't have much time to get out of this room before someone investigates. Damn it, she's gonna see me. Did you hear that, Mr. Aaron? Oh! Good evening, everyone. I am Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand that this is a difficult time for you and your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Master Bruce, we found no evidence of forced entry, and nobody was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible then the killer is in this room. What? No! That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first? I suppose so. If the singing gets annoying, Manny, let me know. But I've been doing this the whole game, so I would prefer not to stop. The interview. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. Sure, this won't take long. Before we begin, I will need to search your person just to get these formalities out of the way. Is this really necessary? I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. This leather toss may require some explanation, Mr. Bruce. I'd rather not go into my personal activities. I stole this damn thing. Hated thing from my father. I don't know how that got there. It belongs to my father, actually. He used to beat me with it. I was gonna take it home and burn it. I understand that. Were these beatings regular? Yes. And severe? See? Now that that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview. As you know, I have already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We have also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get back to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all of your activities since your arrival. The maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, and she greeted you at the door. She told me that you refused to give her your coat, and she found that quite peculiar. I didn't want to get cold. I prefer to keep my possessions with me. I wasn't sure how long I would be staying. Fair to see how this is relevant. I had a few things in my coat I wanted to keep close to hand. My wallet, keys, and such. I suppose that is reasonable. Let's move on. According to Sophia, you were very abrasive and lost your temper several times during your brief conversation with her. The journey had left me in a bad mood. I found her behavior very irritating. I expect high standards of all the servants in this house. She was failing me then. Of course, I lost my temper. I see. Do you often lose your temper? That is a leading question. Yes, yes it was. Let's move on, shall we? Later on you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, the parlor. At that time your mother brought up the subject of your sister's health. You seemed quite unconcerned about it. I was tired of hearing about my sister's health. All my life I had been hearing about my sister's condition. It gets fairly tiresome. I see. Still it seems a bit uncaring of you. Seems odd to me that you didn't go and wish your father a happy birthday when you arrived. Makes me wonder what else you were doing. I just told you. He beat the shit out of me when I was a kid. Why the fuck would I be like, happy birthday, motherfucker? How would I do that? Why? You beat the shit out of me. Why would I do that? Why? Did you speak to your sister before dinner? No. Yes. Yes, I did. Yes, I went to her room to see her. What did you discuss with her? He insulted me, and I left. It was as brief as most conversations I've had with my sister. Called me a rat And not wanting to be insulted further, I soon left the room. Did that make you ever so angry? To be honest, I was used to it from her. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand that there was an argument involving the butler. You felt he was being treated unfairly. I'm just trying to stir things up, really. Really, I just wanted to stir up some trouble with my family. It had nothing to do with Joe. I see. I gather that your father lost his temper at one point. Just the usual, he was always losing his temper. There was nothing out of the ordinary. The father often loses his temper at dinner. My father loses his temper no matter where he is. I see. Apparently you made a rather lecherous comment towards the maid. I might have made a lighthearted comment. I was only making a joke. I dropped the bottle cap again, Ruinat. That's 5. I was only making a joke. I didn't mean to offend anyone. I see. Well, you should probably consider your words more carefully in the future. Where did you put the underwear? I put it in my father's room. 'Cause he fucked her in the asshole. It was dirty. It was so dirty. She didn't wipe that day. She didn't take shit either that day. She didn't really need to wipe that day. But still, he had shit on his dick. And it was disturbing. I see. Well, you should consider your words more carefully. I already sang that. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream? I was on the ground floor. The ground floor, baby. I was on the ground floor. In the east wing. Was in the dining room, technically. I'm not gonna lie. I was in the dining room. They mentioned seeing you in there. It does put you quite close to the scene of the murder, I'm afraid. I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. Such did not turn up any items which gave me the cause to suspect anyone in particular. I am curious about the murder weapon. From your sister's injuries, we can guess that she was most likely strangled by a pair of strong, masculine hands. That makes you, your father, and the butler more likely as suspects, without completely ruling out the others. It's all very interesting. How is a murder interesting? I will be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. Frankly, your behavior leading up to your sister's death concerns me a great deal. Also, I must regard your father as a suspect, even though the evidence is far from conclusive. There is a question or two regarding the butler, but personally, I don't buy it too cliche. Given the weapon was used, obviously suicide is not a realistic possibility. Now, as for what happens next, I am placing you under arrest on suspicion of the murder of your sister. Although I think I will have some more questions. Drop the ball cap. 6. 7. Although I think I will have some more further questions for your father later. Seven or not 7. I dropped it again after I picked it up. As the only person to be arrested, you remain the prime suspect in the case. 7. The evidence against you was overwhelming. The trial, it did not take very long for the jury to return a guilty verdict. You were given a life sentence for the murder of your sister. You would be spending the rest of your life sleeping behind bars. Why can't I just pay my way out of it? We're like rich. Where's the money? Money makes all the crime go away. In your dank little cell, there was many memes. Nowhere to hide from the memes. You will not escape the cute kitties. Or the various YouTube poops of various forms, or the abridged series of various cartoons, and the nightmares that spawn from them. The deed itself has taken possession of your soul. Perhaps this was her final revenge. And... meow. Well, that was the deed. It was actually okay. I don't think I care enough to really see the other events. I like how it was actually relatively keen on little details that you may not have thought about. So you do have to actually think quite a bit. It's not lazily made at all. Although I think a lot of the graphics are like paid for stuff that wasn't necessarily made by them, but was... Because you could find RPG Maker games with those 3D things all the time, so I'm pretty sure those are just stock graphics. Not stock from the engine, but like they probably paid for them somewhere. Or maybe they were just free somewhere. I don't know. This phone call, I don't need to answer it. Maybe one deed every Saturday? That'd be too much, Ruinat. That'd be too much. I don't know. Do you guys want to see me do it again sometime? If you guys really want me to do it again sometime, I can do that, but I'm not gonna do it right now. That was an hour, as it was already. Mostly because I was singing it. I dropped it again 8 times. I do have the D Dynasty, Manny. I do have the D Dynasty. If you want, I can do that next week. I can try to make it next week. I don't know if I'm doing anything else. Laptop, you have to understand, Manny, I have a shitty laptop. So, you know, I can't do much. I'd love to watch you do the deed every Saturday. We'll see what happens. I can certainly keep it installed and one more successful run in the future, sure. That's fine. I'm not going to sing the rest of it, and we're not going to read all the dialogue again. Because, man, if you watch the VOD again after this, you can see that I totally sung the whole thing. That's probably why it took an hour. This is probably like a 20-minute game if you just run through it. So next time I'll probably just run through it. But yeah, I can keep it installed for you guys if you're that interested. I mean, I didn't hate it. I liked it. I would say it was good. It was good. It was nothing, it was unique. I wouldn't say it was special, but it was unique. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and take like 5 minutes or so. I'm gonna change my titles and everything. We're gonna go ahead and stream 911 Operator after this. Yeah, you could probably beat this in like 3 minutes, honestly. And you know what you're gonna do. It's not a very long game. It was just an hour because I sang everything. And also I got confused for like 5 minutes as to where the hell to put shit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to 911 Operator. In 5 minutes. I'm gonna cut the stream here, change all the titles and everything. Probably get something, I don't know, maybe something to eat real quick. And I'll be back with 911 Operator. Thank you for watching, everyone. In case you're confused, I had a bottle cap I was fiddling with the whole time. I dropped it 8 times. I don't think I can fiddle with this during 911 Operator because that game is too tense. So 9 times. Whee! Yeah, I'm gonna be back in 5 minutes. And also, in case you're not interested in 911 Operator, I will be streaming tonight at 9 p.m. or so with Elder Scrolls Legends. So if you want to see that, that is a weekly thing that I do. And yeah, these are $8 donations. Those are $8 donations for Velvet. What? Nobody donated though, unless you donated and it didn't pop in yet. I don't expect a donation. What is? I don't know what you meant. I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and take 5 minutes to finish stuff for 911 Operator. I will see you guys shortly if you wish. For job is $1. The bottle cap is worth like a penny. It's worth like a penny at a recycling machine. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm gonna change my shit. take a little walk, get out of this chair. I keep saying that and repeating it. I suck at outros, by the way. Rape a panda, by the way. I love watching myself tonguing the air. It gives great pleasure. Best outro ever. 10 out of 10. Subscribe. No, don't subscribe. I don't have a subscription button. Tommy, I don't have a subscription button.